What's up, y'all? So I noticed I didn't do a proper intro on the video that I'm about to show y'all. I really wanted to elaborate a little bit more and just be real and transparent with y'all when y'all don't follow y'all rules, okay? Don't do what I'm doing. And also to let you know that you do have some days like you win some, you lose some. But as long as you're learning from them, learn from your mistakes. Don't keep doing them over and over, because what's going to happen is you're going to blow your account and then you're going to have nothing to trade with. Zero. There's actually nothing in there for you to trade with. I also came on y'all to say thank you to the new subscribers. Thank y'all so much for subscribing and actually liking. If y'all have any more questions, y'all leave them in the comment section below, because I do be in my comment section and I will try my best to answer, you know, any questions y'all have, because y'all know all of this is based off of experience, my personal experience. Like, I'm literally taking the trade with y'all, showing y'all my routine, like, you know, what I do every day on a daily basis of taking trades. That's about it, y'all. I just want to do a proper intro, and thank y'all so much for tuning in. Enjoy the video. So Friday, I actually didn't trade because I simply didn't see a setup. My bias was still bearish, and on Friday, it showed me a bullish market, which it should have just been, to me, a hint of a change of character, but I wound up not trading that day. I was just like, I'm not going to trade because, you know, I'm not going against my bias, yada, yada, yada. So not realizing that the market is having like a little change of trend right now, because it might try to retest this area right here. Yeah, the bias is changing. It's not going in and down. It's actually trying to create higher highs. So anyway, I come back on the markets yesterday because Monday was a holiday. So coming back from holidays is kind of tricky, y'all, because sometimes the market could just like be all over the place and you don't really get like that full direction. So that was the 16th. I didn't trade. This was yesterday's candle right here, the 5 a.m. because remember, we mark up the zone. So I marked up my zone from here and here. And I'm like, well, you know, they're really not creating any higher highs. My bias is still going to be that for this candle, since it closed red, that is going to be down. So y'all, why I waited and didn't follow my own rules, I want to show y'all this real quick before the market opens, because I just want y'all to learn from me. So, and not every day is going to be a win day, y'all. Just FYI, okay? I just want to let y'all know that right now. So I'm going to drop down to the 15 so I can show y'all what I did. This is still today. So this was me yesterday, okay? Let me just explain this real quick. All right, this candle, right, tricked the heck out of me. Y'all see how this closed? It closed so low. It came all the way up here. It took off at 9:30. And look up here, remember the date, 2/17. This is the 9:30 candle. So I'm like, all right, the 9:30 candle, oh, they closing weak. Like, it's still, you know, bearish. Y'all, so after this close, on a 5-minute, I hopped in on this candle, which usually, normally, y'all, I wait until this candle closes fully, okay? And I didn't yesterday. I broke my own rules yesterday, and I did not let this candle close fully. Now, it still would have been some trickery, but knowing me, I would have still watched this third candle, but I didn't. So I got in off of this candle. It pulled back a little bit. I got in like around right here, and it was going down. You know, this candle came up, they, you know, it made them close down this much or whatever. It came down, y'all, while bias came in and just took me out, honey. I know, I should have just got out right here, but look what I was doing. Y'all, I started chasing. I was like, you know what, it's going to reverse. It's probably just grabbing some, you know, momentum, some liquidity, and then it's going to come back down. Girl, no. Well, boy, no. I don't know. Both of y'all know. I was in here and I was like, let me get out, like, for real, because it just grabbed up all my profit, okay? All my profit, it grabbed it up. So now, y'all, I'm going to put it on the screen. Let me screenshot it now, so that way we all on the same page. My total loss was $62 yesterday, but y'all, don't do this, okay? Follow your rules. Wait until it closed. Wait for that confirmation. And again, too, ladies, fellas, y'all might want to leave the room for a second. I just started my cycle and my cramps be killing me. Like, around this time, I barely don't be doing nothing. I be in the bed. And I should have just took this as an off day. I guess because I didn't take a trade on Friday, I just was like, oh, I have to take a trade. No. Tell yourself, if, you know, you need that time off, you got an appointment or you got something going on that day, just do it so that your attention can be on the chart. Because I was in pain yesterday. I literally was cramping. I was like, oh my God, after I drink my tea, I'm going to go lay down and just relax or whatever. And y'all, I was pushing it. I was forcing the trade. And this is what happens when you force a trade. So don't do what I did, okay? As for today, we are going to start on the daily. Yeah, I already marked it up. As you can see, it didn't create a lower low. So now we are having a slight change in character. It might try to retest this area and go lower, but we simply don't know that. It could be a bounce. This is the whole key level area in general. I say to right here, and we have a little gap right here. So it stopped at the gap, to be honest. This may be a bounce of the downtrend being over with. It's starting to create some type of momentum with the buyers, but we don't know. It may just bounce off of here and then go back up and start trying to create higher highs so that it could get back up into this area. We don't know, but I'm just paying attention to current candle right now, and current candle is basically telling me that sellers wasn't able to create a lower low, and now we're creating these small higher highs and higher lows. So the bias for today is definitely going to be bullish after the 9:45 candle. I did check news already, and news was telling me that, let me check again, because I think we got news at 9:15. So it should be happening right now. So I'm definitely waiting for my 9:45 candle to close. I'm not playing about that. All right, so as you can see, we had news at 8:30. This all happened. And 9:15, this is what's happening right now because it's 9:27. I'm not sure how long they are. And then we got, well, I'll be off the charts by then, 1 p.m., 2 p.m., and we got the Fed speaking. Yeah, especially when he speaks, y'all. Yeah, don't even be on the charts when he speaks, please. So that's all the news we got. So this is on the 4 hour. So you see how this bounced up, came up here, created this high, came down here. Sellers didn't create a new low. So now they're creating small, higher highs. I already marked up my zone. So this is my 4 hour zone that I marked up. And let's jump down to the 1 hour. All right, so this is the 1 hour. This is what it did overnight. As you can see, y'all, if you zoom, let me zoom out real quick and show y'all from a distance, just from what I'm seeing. So we came from down here. Sellers was down here. Actually, look over here. We got all the way down to 1850, right? Came up, came down, came up, came down. Oh, the market is open. Came up, came down, came up, came down. And right here, like sellers didn't create a new low. So now we're creating these small higher highs. So let's see what happens. And like I said, we are waiting on the 9:45 to close on the 15 minute. Because it created these small higher highs. Now it's doing lower lows. Let's see how far this can close. Because if it doesn't close, you know, down here creating a new low, then it's just going to tell me that it's definitely still trying to create that new high to go back up. But here, they got up to 1981 and then stayed below this range right here. So they still traded in the range yesterday and came up a little bit, closed out, but sellers brought them back down, but they didn't break out and close out. You get what I'm saying? So it's still telling me that they still are in the building. Buyers are now taking over, okay? And look at this. Let's see how this closes. If it closed outside of here, then we're going to see if it wants to go lower. But if buyers come back in, it's going to definitely try to retest this area right over here, or maybe half of it. But remember, I'm only staying in for my 10 to 15%, and that's it. Y'all see this jump? Buyers is definitely winning this fight. They was in the long fight now. And buyers is like, not today. So we're going to see how this closes. And this is a good indication right here too. But it must stay above this. And remember, it must break this area. Get out of this zone. We're not trading in this zone. We're getting out of the zone. So I'm technically waiting for a break on the 15 minute. That's my confirmation for sure. Because these are strong candles, y'all. Y'all see how the body is? Look at how it closed on the 15. Sorry, sellers. Y'all weak. Y'all weak right now. But buyers is here. And yeah, let's see how far it takes it before you know, sellers come back down. We just gotta see, y'all. It's just a waiting game, and that is it. It's a waiting game. All right, here we go. Let's check the 15 minute to see what it did. And it looked like it's tapping up into our area. All right, we got that break. If it closed above this, I'm definitely getting in and out. I'm taking it on my phone. We having a bit of a pullback, which is normal. Look how far it came. So we're just gonna hold. I don't like how choppy this is, and now it looks like it's trying to trade side to side. And remember, we said we're not staying in the trade side to side because that means they compensating. But I did leave a runner for the first time ever, so we'll see how this play out. And a runner is, y'all, because I put in 2 contracts on Webull and basically close out 1 contract. So I'm leaving 1 running, and 1 already made my 10 to 20%. No, I think I did 10. I stopped at 10. But look what it's doing now. As soon as I closed out my last, that's so crazy. But yeah, y'all, I'm leaving a runner for the first time. I've never left a runner before. So we're gonna see what happens. This is still a good close on the 15, y'all. And then I'm checking the hour, and this all still looks good. Like, it's creating higher highs. It's not coming down lower, but it looks like sellers are sitting right at this level right here. So it keeps pushing it down, but I feel like it's going to break out. And this was another key level right in here. So yeah, I can see it going up to at least the 20 mark. We'll see what happens. I'm leaving a runner for the first time, and we'll see how it turns out. Look like the runner was a good idea, y'all, so far. So y'all, sellers is sitting like right here at this line. They will not. They like, no, I'm not letting y'all in. And if it goes above, y'all, it's going to retest this area. And like I said, I feel like it's going to come up to these 20s. And no, I am not riding this runner all the way up here. I'll probably ride it to like right here, like mid candle of this, like it came up. And yeah, get out with my little 1. Pay attention to the time that all this stuff is taking place. It's 10:41 now. Like, the big moves usually happen like right at open. Okay, after the 9:45 candle, I'll say 10:15, 10:30-ish, and 11. Like around that time, like that's why I was saying I only trade from 9:30 to about 11, because that's when like stuff start happening. There's more volume in the market. So yeah, pay attention to time too, y'all. And look at what it's doing. And it's coming out heavy. Okay, they like, we in here. Okay. My little runner, I'm telling you, it wants to retest this area. That's a strong candle. Is it gonna close above that? Let's see what happens. And like I thought, it wants to retest this area right in here. But guess what? Your girl is about to close this runner out. Yeah, because ain't nobody got time to play. And it's 10:49, y'all. So 11 o'clock, I'm sure it's probably going to create a new high with this right here. It's going to break out of this 19.99 and probably go to like the 20s, or 20-ish or whatever. And then sellers is probably going to come in and try to bring this back down. But let me close this out on my phone. I'm closing out my runner. That is bringing me to a total P&L today with me leaving the runner 119.63 coming from the 98, which was, you know, fair because I was at my 24%. So I actually went over my 20, y'all. Yeah, I started off with 2 contracts, closed 1 contract at this candle right here because I didn't like the way it closed. But yeah, see how it played around here for a while. and then it finally broke out. But this is a good indication. It's definitely gonna probably try to create a new high throughout the day. But like I said, it's 10:51, and the big second move usually happens around 11 o'clock, either up or down or whatever, but that big move usually happens around that time. So yeah, that's my trade for today. A green is a green. I am not mad at all. And yeah, but I'm out, y'all.